G'day and welcome to Duck Solid Gaming and Pure Farming 2018. Pure Farming was just released today and we're going to head straight in there and have a bit of a look. We're going to go straight into my first farm, which is basically the tutorial that lets us learn all the things with it. Now, a couple of things. Firstly, wheel support is not apparently available in it. Not able to get the wheel to work. And also, I have not been able to get either the Steam controller or the Microsoft Windows Xbox controller working with it, even though it should do. So we'll be using keyboard until we get that up and running. But nonetheless, let's get going in this first farm.
My grandpa was a hard-working man. He loved his farm. It was his whole life. When I spent my holidays with him, he would let me help with all the work in the fields. At that time, I didn't realize that he was slowly inspiring me with his passion. The years passed, and I saw my grandpa less and less. I wanted to get away and go to the countryside as often as I could. Unfortunately, my dad was opposed to it. He thought that agriculture had no future, and that I'd only waste my time. And so my grandpa died before a decent successor stepped in. He left an open will and a debt-ridden farm. It seems that nobody wants to leave their urban comforts behind. I'm the only person who wants to save my family heritage. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but in my heart, I'm sure I can do it. I have no doubt I'll be getting my hands dirty at the beginning. There's no time to waste. Let's get to work.
Okay, so here we go. So we're going to follow the prompts and see how we go. So we'll press V. This is our tablet, and obviously this is where we control many aspects of the farm. We've got a couple of emails we're apparently supposed to read. First is a bank loan. Your grandfather's debt, which you took over along with the legacy, has been formally assigned to your bank account and amounts to $275,000. Alright, it is quite a lot, well not really, but I'm honestly convinced that you'll pay it off sooner than you think. For now, this is your main objective. Of course, it will require a lot of effort and skills in the running of the farm. Well, we're screwed. In order to make it easier for you to manage the loan, I'm developing an application adapted to your tablet. Once it is ready, you'll be able to repay the minimum amount at any time, which is $2,750. Of course, you can get more loans if you believe it's necessary, but keep in mind that your debt will grow. Act prudently and use the funds only for profitable investment projects. Okay, movement. Okay, so this is just telling us our control. So let's get some fresh air. When you're ready to go outside and familiarise yourself with the surroundings, we're looking at the WS, A and D and the shift for walking and running. So very similar to other games that we obviously play. While we're here, we're going to home. So it tells us the time, the day, the temperature, how much money we've got, cash on hand. It tells us a bit of a status of our farm. Sapphires collected. Now I'm assuming that's going to be very much like the gold nuggets in Farming Simulator 17. Number of machines we have, number of fields, number of windmills, and number of greenhouses. Functionality. So this is our active tasks. So we've got to read the emails on the tablet, which we've done. We've got to go outside. That's the next part. It gives us some XP as we go along. Our player status tells us what buildings we've got owned, vehicles, etc., etc. Player progress path, recovering vehicles, and notifications. Okay, and lastly down here we have the encyclopedia, which is basically like like a Wikipedia, basically, that we can go and get all that stuff from. All right, so been there, done that. So we're in what's this? The third person view. This is us, our little farmer. I don't know if we can customize him at all, but anyway. Alright, yay, we received a new email. Alright, so to bring up the tablet was tab, not escape, I think, wasn't it? No, V, there you go. Alright, so he even pulled it out of his pocket if you had noticed that. Email, navigation. That was easy, wasn't it? These regions of Montana are rather expansive, so it's worthwhile familiarising yourself with the navigation system. It will help you locate the next task markers or lead you to a point of interest. The most crucial element is the minimap located in the lower left corner of the screen. Okay. Well, there's the minimap, and it rotates with us as we're looking around, which is marvellous. So what we have to do is find the potato storehouse. Right. So we've got to go up there to that indicated location for some reason. So we hold the left shift and we run. That noise you heard was one of the shed doors opening and closing. Okay, you've received a new email. Alright, go and have a look again. How am I supposed to get any work done? Great, you're here. An up-to-date version of the map has been uploaded to and installed on your tablet. You now have access to the map for the whole region. Let's see how well you use it. Your goal is to get near the potato storehouse number 1. After turning the tablet off, go to the map by pressing M, where you'll see a function for finding objects. In order to use it, press N in the map window. Next, find and select the potato storehouse 1 on the list. Finally, press E. This way you can select your first waypoint. Now turn off the map and go to potato storehouse. I'll be in touch when you have arrived. Okay. So, M, N, and we're looking for the potato storages, potato storehouse number 1, and there it is over there. Alright, so that's where we're going to. So we've got an indicator. Interesting. Alright. Alright, let's have a look. Where were we again? Alright, this isn't going too well. Hang on. Whoops. M. Okay, so it's off to our right. So it's over the other side of this area here where we construct our chicken pens and things like that, which we'll end up doing later. That's one aspect that is quite interesting, the fact we have to build things. Am I going to be able to jump the fence? You mean I can't jump the fence? What sort of a game is this? No, I'm only joking. Alright, I have to run around then. So as you can see there, it comes up telling us the chicken coop. So we've got to build that up later. Now, as we're going off to find this place, which will probably continue to get lost as we're going along. Or is that it here? Is it here, I think? Hold that thought. No, it's the egg warehouse. Alright. So we're showing that we can get lost nicely. Okay. Miles away. Yeah, so looking at the game, let's have a talk quickly about the graphics and how it all looks. So we haven't seen any equipment as yet, well not on this, but all in all, the game doesn't look very bad. The game doesn't look bad at all. I mean, I certainly like the look of all this grass. I mean, strangely enough, not that we can do anything with it that I believe, but it's definitely not a bad looking game. I mean, there's some pixelation in some areas and things like that, but that's what you get. But so far, certainly living up to expectations, if not a bit beyond. So, okay, let's go and have a look at our mail. 2 emails. Oh, don't worry about the navigation map. I see you've managed to find the place. Congratulations, you are now familiar with the movement and navigation system. Well, no, not really. It's high time then that we checked on the equipment your grandfather managed to leave you. To do that, go to the shed located in front of the farmhouse. Okay. You've launched navigation map for the first time, so here are your instructions to use it. WS, A and D, zoom in and zoom out. Teleport confirmation. I can teleport to the sheds by using F. Open the browser, select and deselect the target point. Simple, isn't it? Well, not for me. Alright. Let's go the map. I'm going to go over here. So I can teleport over here. So for being able to teleport. Alright, we'll give up that bad joke. And we'll just run over. At least we got the prompt there on the screen this time. Yeah, so, I mean, looking at it, doesn't look that bad. And I certainly don't think any of the models that I've seen thus far look bad. There is a bit of pixelation. You will see that going on. I've got the settings for the graphics to ultra. Now my machine isn't a ultra top end machine, but it's certainly not a bad one with a GTX 1070 8GB graphics card, 32 gig of RAM, running an i7 processor. So it certainly does have the means to run something like this. Yeah, so far so good. All right, let's continue on. You've received a new email. Well, let's go to the emails. Not much farming going on. Sheds. Sheds are used to store machinery that is not currently being used. You can also deliver newly purchased machinery to your sheds. Advanced shed functions allow you to move your machines to another location with the aid of transport devices or services. In order to use these functions, you need to buy a shed. You can also use them via the tablet's map or the drone's functionalities. I'm currently working on getting a drone for you, but it'll take some time. Don't worry about it for now. We won't. Wear and tear of vehicles. All the vehicles that you can drive are subject to wear and tear, but you can repair them. The Z-Tour, which you inherited from your grandfather, is parked under the shelter, but unfortunately it is in rather a poor technical condition. Figures. It must be repaired, so you have to take it to the workshop. Your grandfather made a good choice by always having a workshop on the farm, and it seems he knew how important it is to take care of the vehicles. You surely know that if something is to break, it will always happen at the least expected moment. Get in your tractor and go into the workshop. Okay. We use E to enter the vehicle. Gee, sounds familiar, doesn't it? All right. So there's our Z-Tour. Now let's have a quick look at the combine and that. So as you can see, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, there's certainly been far worse mods in Farming Simulator 17. There's a bit of an issue with some of the pixelation of some of the edges and stuff like that. But all in all, textures look okay. Certainly the dirt works okay on them. Not too bad at all. The thing that I really have trouble with at the moment is, and you'll see this very quickly, is the steering. Especially with the keyboard. It is so erratic, it's not funny. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, let's hop in. Have a look in cab. So you can see, quality of in cab's not too bad either. We've got our tablet there on the tractor. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the shed, which is straight across from us. Now I will say, one thing I have found is I think the sounds are very good. In general, I think a lot of the sounds are actually better than what they are by default with some of the farming sim stuff, but that's what you get. Alright, so we head over here to the computer after we come into the workshop for our repairs. Open the vehicle diagnostics, and okay, so it tells us what we've got. So we can repair individual aspects of it, or we can repair all. So we're going to repair all. Okay, so we've gained 100 XP, and we've got another email, strangely enough. Let's go and have a look. Lots of emails. Driving vehicles. As you've noticed, the vehicle has started and is ready to go. You steer the tractor just like any other vehicle. WSAND, yep, okay. Mechanic's computer. Inspections and repairs conducted using the mechanic's computer. After stopping the vehicle on the jack, get out and approach the computer, then connect the tablet and check the condition of the vehicle. Yep, okay. It's not difficult to use the computer for diagnosing a vehicle on the jack. After you connect to it, the vehicle diagnostics main interface will open on your tablet. You will see a list of sub-assemblies, their condition and the cost of repair. You can repair everything immediately. Go ahead, connect to the... Yeah, been there, done that. Good how we get these emails after it. It's not so difficult to use a computer. Yeah, regular inspections. If I were you, I'd check the combine to find out if it needs any repairs, but the decision's up to you. In other words, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Head to head with the machine. You've learned how to drive a vehicle. You also know how to take care of your machine so they don't let you down while working. Now it's high time we got the job done. You probably noticed that the crops in the field nearby are ready to be harvested. In order to do that, you'll need a combine harvester and a header, but you probably know all that. So let's move on to getting used to operating the machine. Right, good. Let's do that indeed. Right, first off, we'll grab the Z-Tour And we'll reverse him back into the shed. There's our combine header over there. Jump out. So we'll grab our combine. Now, this is where the controls are a little bit different to what you'd be used to in Farming Sim. What we're going to do is we are going to go and repair him. Okay. So I've repaired the combine out. I think our mirrors are a little bit off. Anyway. Alright. You've got this nice little ghost image here to tell us to come and connect up to the header. So, touch front device with G. Okay. As you've received another email. Gee. Let's go have a look. As you see, the combine harvester is ready to go. You drive it just like any other vehicle in the game. At the moment, however, there's little you can do with it. So when you're ready to attach the header, so you can find it near the shed. Okay, G, perspective by pressing C, we know that. Detaching the header, G to detach. Okay, these emails are getting very annoying. Oops. Alright. So there's a blue arrow on our little mini-map. So I'm guessing that's where they want us to go. Alright, so off we go down here. Let's get out of cab. So you can see this is how it looks outside. And I really don't think, other than the camera sort of skipping every now and again, I don't think it looks too bad at all. So obviously we're meant to go over here. Tells us to go to the edge of the field, but it's not at the edge of the field. Okay. Another email. Let's go have a look. Combine harvester can operate in a variety of ways after the header is attached. Before you can start working, you need to start the harvesting mechanism, then lower the header and turn it on. These are the basic functions of a combine harvester. R to turn it on, X to lower and raise the header, F to turn on the header, and shift key, left key is turn cruise control on and off. Alright, let's see if we can get this done. So we're going to turn the harvesting mechanism on, so it's basically unfolding, which we would do normally with X. We lower the header with X, and then we turn, no, we go F to work, and that's it, we're off. And away we go. Straw swath coming out the back. Obviously a little bit different to what we're used to with Farming Sim. Sort of just drops little droplets out there. Now left shift for cruise control. Cruise control is on. Go in cab. Whoops. Yeah, so the camera does, looking around a bit, does tend to want to jump sometimes, which is a bit of a glitch, I would say. So I'm not sure whether we can save our progress at certain areas through this, but I will look at saving at some point soon, and we'll continue on with this journey as soon as we can, sort of thing. And obviously this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, because if you I should have said that at the start, I'll probably put a graphic up. If you want to learn and do this yourself, then obviously you're not going to really want to watch this, because it gives away the storyline that we're sort of following from the game. But you'll only ever do it once, I would guess, so you may not really be missing out. Well, then again, after seeing this, you may not come back and do it. You may just go straight into farming yourself and doing the challenges and stuff like that. As you can see, my driving skill hasn't improved at all. Still as erratic as ever. Yeah, I certainly don't mind the look of it, and I'm really looking forward to doing the challenges where we do the multiple countries and all that sort of stuff at the same time, managing multiple farms. So we'll see how we go. But I think this could be an enjoyable break from Farming Simulator. Certainly it is good that we have something that I think is a little bit better. I mean, Farmer's Dynasty was a bit meh to me. And there was some other one I bought as well, had a look at, and that was rubbish. Can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, this one doesn't seem too bad. So let's hope it is. I mean, I would expect there'd be a few patches come out very quickly initially to try and tidy up a few things and that sort of stuff, but we'll see how we go. I do like the attention to detail though on like the sounds and some of the models I've seen thus far. Are they a good comparison to Giants? Well, you know, they're probably still a few steps behind Giants, which is to be expected, but all in all, I don't think they're all that far. I mean, there's some things that are in this inherently in the game that Giants... That camera's really annoying. That maybe Giants could look at putting in their own, but yeah, we'll see. I did notice... oh, we're full. I did notice that... AK the Savage was playing this yesterday, I think it was, and actually I'm preempting here. I should go read my email. Yeah, and the look of the ground when it's been ploughed and that looks even better than it does with Giants. Okay, congratulations, you harvested enough wheat. Each combine harvester has a container in which the crop is stored. The white gauge in the lower right corner shows how full it is. Seeing that there's hardly any space left. When the container is full, a warning light will indicate that it's time to move the harvest into a trailer. When you're ready, go to the tractor and get into it. Okay. Alright, so we'll tab to the trailer. No, we won't. It won't let me do that. Alright. Okay, it's not going to let me do it, so I've got to run. Alright. Whoops. Yeah, that camera movement, I don't know whether it's the mouse sensitivity or whether it's just inherently a bit of a problem. But anyway, we'll sort of see. See how time goes. So, we're in the Z-Tour. Now obviously that new mail is telling us we've got to come and collect the trailer. We won't bother going and reading it. T to attach the trailer. There he goes, he's attached. Now with unloading the combine, you have to be in the combine to unload. It won't automatically unload into the trailer. Whether that's something they tune for later, I don't know. I don't think there's crop destruction on. No. So this will be interesting. We'll go backwards. See if we'll let us complete it. There we go. Now we're unloading. Note the sound. I think the sounds are much more accurate in certain aspects, as I said previously. But yeah. Oh, there we go again. Alright, better check what these mails are, I suppose. The mail. Attaching a trailer, yep. Pouring the crops, yep. Crop storage. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. We'll finish the rest of this this field first, and then we'll fill the trailer up, and then we'll go and offload it. And that will probably be the end of this episode. Hopefully we can continue on with the save. It'll be really annoying having to come through and play all this until we get to the same point each time, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't mind the look of it. A lot of people were saying it was going to look crap and did look crap and all that sort of stuff. I don't necessarily agree. I think it's quite good. I mean, we're only seeing very basic stuff in the early initial parts of the game thus far. Obviously, when we're looking at the ceiling, obviously when we transition to go to the free play mode, for instance, that will probably be more of an indication, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm not that unhappy with it at this point in time. Now, full disclosure as well, not that I need to disclose it or anything, I would like to thank my good friend Eustace Pharmer. He sent me a little gift the other day of a Steam card voucher, and in doing so, I was able to upgrade this to the digital deluxe edition, which gives me, I don't know if it's an extra combine or just a combine, and an extra tractor as part of my default pack. And similarly, I returned the favour and I bought him the Roper DLC. So hopefully he'll get out there and start using that sort of stuff as well. Speaking of which, I have got the Roper DLC. We have started recording the review. However, I've not finished it yet. You'll probably see this before I put up my Roper DLC review. Because this is new. And so is that. I just thought it was important that we started getting a look at this one as well. Besides, every man and their dog will probably do a Roper DLC review. And mine's probably going to be a little bit more, not necessarily detailed, but a little bit longer to do than just my normal review. But we'll see. I might just do a snappy one, just to get it out there. Camera's really, really annoying. Sort of hit to the side and then it just wants to skip around. Might have to raise a little bug report for them and let them know that it's annoying me, because that is important. Don't annoy me. Now, the next thing is, where's my big M? Right, that's what I want to know. Where is my big M or my mowers? Right, I've said it, it's out there. Someone's got to mod it, make it for me, put it in the game. Mods are enabled. Modders can actually create their models for this and put it in the game. So yeah, get to it, guys. Make me a big M, please. Alright. This will be the last run down here. So we'll put the pipe out again. I do like the effects of the dust flying up from the header and the back of the combine going through it. I think that does look nice. Camera's certainly an issue. Anyway. As to his keyboard steering. That's the other thing, they've got to get steering wheel support done ASAP. I did read an article. There was an article, I think it was on the Steam website actually, and someone was saying about how makers of these games have to get it through their thick skulls that they put wheel support in as the first line of code. Now previously I probably wouldn't have agreed to that because I didn't have a wheel, but now I own a steering wheel and know what it's like to play the game with a wheel as opposed to not. I would tend to agree. They have to have wheel support in. So, alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this over to our barn storage, which is over here somewhere, and we're going to put it in the storage. Now lights I think were F2. Okay, we've got low beam, high beam, working lights. Here we go, into the grain storage. H to unload. Now I believe the upgrade there is to upgrade the storage barn. So we've got to sell 13,000 pounds of crop at the purchase centre. Alright, well what we might do is we might see if we can leave it there. We can save. Did it save? Yes, okay. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll leave it there and we'll return in the next episode of our Pure Farming Learning Series, I guess we're going to call it, very soon. In fact, if it's not the same day, it'll be the next day. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, press the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please press the subscribe button. We'd love to have you along for our journey. And I've enjoyed bringing Pure Farming to you. So we'll see you the next time back here at Pure Farming. This is DoughBoy Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night. Take care of your loved ones and we'll see you very soon. See you later. Bye.